Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hell's Newsletter podcast. We are on episode 9 today, which is the end of March episode. So, hello.
It is. We've
Yeah,
made it to March
we did.
somehow.
We've made it to March without missing an upload, which is 6 episodes. Right?
I just want this to sink into y'all real quick. It is currently March of 2022.
It is. We
Just want a
started this
newsflash for
podcast
that,
back in
everyone.
2020. I want everyone to know. And we got 3 episodes out over 2 years. So 6 episodes in 3 months is a record for us. We are doing great. But yes. Welcome to the end of March. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. The internet is currently in a war over whether it was justified or not.
It's so funny because I was literally on Twitter because right now it's the NFL off season, right? So
Yeah.
For anyone, those who are listening who are sports fans, football fans, American football fans, to be specific, I'm a Falcons fan, so I'm not very happy this year. So,
That's fair.
But I was on Twitter, and all of a sudden, it just did.
Will Smith.
That? And then went on TikTok, like, what is it? What is happening? And I saw the video. I was like, oh shit.
Nah, honest to God, it was here's the thing. One thing I want to say is, I posted a tweet, literally, a couple hours ago. Some of you have probably seen it. I was literally just me, I made a joke. I was like, it's hilarious to me that, the Oscars is literally only relevant when drama happens.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of anything about the Oscars in the last 3-4 fucking years.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason I even knew it happened, today, was because of the Will Smith shit. Which, I mean,
yeah.
in my opinion, justified.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make fun of someone.
I think it completely was.
I think it was. Don't make fun of
Just
someone's
based on
fucking condition.
based on the based on the context, especially with them being there.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Here's the thing.
It's not class.
I'm all for, heckling people at comedy shows. I mean, if someone, is wearing a stupid fucking jacket or something, you, by all means, make fun of them. But, you're not gonna glance at someone who's, going through chemo in a comedy show and be like, he's bald. No, the fuck?
Bald, yeah, no.
You're not gonna make fun of someone just because they have cancer. Fuck off. It's... you should make fun of, conditions that people can't control. If it's something in their control,
Exactly.
by all means, fucking roast the shit out of them for it. But,
Yeah.
don't be a dick about
I
something
think,
that just
though-
happened to happen to someone.
Yeah. The internet is also debating whether it was real or not. Oh, that was real.
It was real. It was real.
That was real.
The
That's
Oscars
Will
had...
Smith.
No, it's real, but also,
That's Will Smith.
you want to know how it's even more real? The Oscars is debating taking away the Oscar that he won because of it.
Yeah.
So Will Smith won an Oscar, and the actual show is debating because he
Which
broke the
I
code
don't
of
think they
conduct.
should do. I don't think
They
they should
shouldn't.
do. I think they would get in a lot of trouble with their audience if they did.
Here's the thing: if they're gonna take away his, they need to take away Chris Rock's. I don't even know if he won one. I just know he was up on stage, and you're normally not up there unless you win one. I also barely know who Chris Rock
I think he was
is.
just hosting it.
Oh,
I
okay.
think he was just hosting it. Chris Rock was he was the zebra in Madagascar.
Okay.
What's his name? Marty. Yeah.
Marty, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's a
it.
comedian. He's a black comedian. He's hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. But that joke was a little too far.
That joke was too far, and I mean, it's not to be said oh, now he's a bad comedian. No,
No.
Comedians go too far. Comedians go too far all the time, and usually they're called out on it, which deserve being called out, but it doesn't immediately make you the worst person ever.
Exactly.
I'm sure
one
the guy.
One of my favorite sets from. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure the guy is honestly probably gonna take that into consideration, and be probably wasn't called for, and then learn and
talk
move
about
on.
this in the background. They're gonna talk about this in the background and be real and just pass it off.
Yeah.
But what was I about to say? Oh God, there was something. Come on, brain. Come on. I was just about to say something. How?
Almost.
Huh?
Almost there. Almost got it.
I don't know what I was about to say. What?
Fuck.
What is happening? It was something about the incident. Something about Will. Oh, Chris Rock. One of my favorite bits of Chris Rock, right?
Yeah.
He has a lot of. He was. I think he was hosting the MTV Awards, right? Or
Yeah.
at least he was on stage for it, right? He said, "I would never, ever diss Eminem because too many things rhyme with rock." All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, here's the thing. Even if your name doesn't rhyme with shit, you diss Eminem, you're pretty much asking to be ripped apart.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Not only will Eminem come after you, but also the internet mob, because, nobody can fucking take something.
Oh yeah,
Like-
which is interesting because there's something recently that happened, right? With not to bring up like more like celebrity drama or anything, but like
Is this the MGK thing?
to be honest with you, no. This isn't even like drama because Eminem is not even acknowledging it, right? The
Yeah.
Game, right? He's a rapper,
Who?
right? A producer, I believe. His
Wait,
name
what
is The
was it?
Game. I've
The
never
Game.
heard of him.
I haven't
Yeah,
either.
I've
I
never.
mean, I'm
heard
also not
I
into
haven't
rap, so of course I
I
wouldn't have heard
won't
of him.
say. Listen. I won't say he's a nobody. I'm just. I have no idea who his name is. Right? Never
Well,
seen
yeah.
his name before.
Yeah,
Right.
we just like to clarify.
So-
We're never saying nobody is a nobody just because we haven't heard. I mean, if Eminem wasn't widely talked about, I wouldn't have known who the fuck he was either. I don't listen to rap. I do not like the genre.
Yeah.
Like,
But he went on this podcast and he called out Eminem and
Bruh.
called him out to do a versus. He said he can freestyle better than Eminem. Whoa, buddy. Whoa,
I feel like you're just
hold your
asking-
horses there, buddy.
at that
You're
point, I feel like
asking
you're just
for an
asking.
ass whooping.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you forget what he did to MGK?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
He
and
roasted him
to be
into
fair,
another
like,
genre.
The whole comeback. Yeah, the whole comeback of MGK, and he actually just released a rap album. Actually, it's funny
here's
we
the thing.
talk about that. He released an unreleased rap album that he was going to release, but didn't.
Fair. Also, can I just say
For some
that
reason.
I'm blanking on the song.
Oh, the diss song.
No,
Good
no. He did like a cover of an old song. I forget the song. It was I'm not gonna sing it. But it was like the brag thing. I never meant to brag. That one.
I'm never meant to brag.
It was
I
like a
don't know.
really old rock song sung
Is it
by a girl.
Eminem song or MGK?
Neither. It's a really old. It's a really old like rock song, and then MGK did a cover of it and butchered it because when he actually sung the high note, he flatlined that shit in his vocals.
Oh, nice.
It was
Nice.
horrible.
Yeah, no. It's funny you say that because I've been to like concerts where like the musician there like flops. Like I went to Van Halen concert, right? And this was the year before. This is the year after the Odell Beckham catch, so this was 2013, I think. Right? David Lee Roth is the singer for Van Halen, right?
Yeah.
I got so bored sitting there because I've been to one of their concerts before. They were my first concert. I got so bored because David Lee Roth was so drunk singing. I
Oh, fuck
literally,
off.
my dad worked at the place, so I sat in the fucking VIP bar and watched the football game while drinking Shirley Templars and talking to the bartender.
That's fair.
That was my Van Halen concert.
Yeah, that's fair. Here's the thing. I will never understand why people perform drunk. Like, all it's really
Yeah,
gonna do
it's
is
not
make
a good
you seem
combination.
more idiotic. Because it's like the reason people drink literally is to get like buzzed and have like a good time. But here's the thing: it's only gonna be good if everyone is drunk. Because you
Yeah, I
look
was
like
about
an
to say,
idiot.
there is a social aspect of it, but like, don't show up to your show drunk, right?
Like, here's the thing:
Drink while you're on stage with the crowd. That's fine, no
Like-
problem. But if you're drunk walking on the stage to the point that you had to be carried in a chair to get on stage, by the way, look it up. That's a real thing. David Lee
Jesus
Roth
Christ.
carried onto a chair.
But it's not even that though. It's like there is a social aspect to it, yeah. But like, here's the thing: even in a social aspect, if you're the only one drinking in like a group of people, you are going to be the idiot one out, like the idiot odd one out, because you are slosh. So everything seems funny to you, but to everyone else, you are literally just like being an idiot. Like, unless everyone is like drinking, it's kind of just like, really? So if everyone in the audience was drunk, then it would have been like, all right, bet everyone's having a good time because, everyone's vibing.
Exactly.
But, like, if you are already drunk and no one else is yet, you're going to look like the dipshit.
Exactly. Yeah.
But,
so,
yeah.
Lucy,
Mm-hmm.
what have you been up to recently? Heard you went on a trip.
I did. However, before we get into that, let's do like the Q&A just before we go off on a tangent and like end up running
You
out
want
of
to
time.
you want to do the Q&A first?
Let's do that first, just before we go off on like on trip tangents and stuff, and like we completely forget to do the Q&A.
That's fair.
All right, so going off from the Q&A, let me pull this up. There was only one question, but honestly, it's a very good one. And it's, how do you plan to continue to the growth of the podcast? What are your hopes and goals moving forward on it?
Ooh.
Very thought-provoking, and I like it.
I was about to say, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a great question.
To be honest with you,
We're unsure.
I don't go into this podcast with like expectations like that.
I mean,
I don't even like Lucy. When's the last time we've like looked at any numbers at all?
We never have. Like, I gotta say,
we looked at it once.
I gotta say, like, when it comes down to stuff like this, like, Oof and I have been trying to make a podcast since we met 4 years ago. Like,
we're just lucky we're doing it.
We're literally. Like, I think we had like 3 other attempts. One which was like one which involved like 8 people and was a goddamn nightmare.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you're ever trying to plan like a recurring thing, little groups is possible, because if there was 8 people trying to do this, schedules would be a nightmare. Everyone would miss at least 4 episodes a fucking year, like at minimum. I mean, like it would never work.
Yeah, that's like with like I listen to the Misfits podcast, right?
Yeah.
And they have the main co-hosts are Fitz, McCreamy, Matt, Swagger, Mason, and Toby, right?
Yeah.
But obviously all 6 of them cannot be there always, right? There's always either like
someone missing,
right? Someone missing, right? Or they bring in a guest to replace one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of like what we plan to do.
Yeah, and that's another thing. There may be some. I don't know if we've said this. I think
we did it. We did in the return episode back in December. But just to reiterate, like if one of us happens to just not be able to make an episode, worst case, we are just going to replace one of us with a guest or 2 guests.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just to lighten our schedule, just saying we just had a deadline for something. We just need to get it done that day, you know?
Yeah, like that's basically our contingency plan if it like hits near end of the near upload date and we do not have a choice.
I guess you could say that's like the double-edged sword of having less people, right?
It is.
Because if you have more people, you can just kind of balance it out with like just a small group, right? Like what they do all the time over there. Right?
Yeah, it's like there's pluses and minuses to both ends.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I prefer a small group. It's much easier to manage.
I do, yeah.
At least for right now, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like the more this grows, like I mean, if it ends up growing, like again, right. I don't have an expectation of this like blowing up, to be honest, because like when I started content creation, like again, it was never about the numbers. Like we're doing this because we enjoy it, not because we want like it to be recognized.
Yeah.
Like that's literally why we do this. But I mean, like if it does, I mean that's why like I'm kind of opening up the social medias to it. Is like I want like I want some more people to be like kind of checking this out and like guess like I don't want to say like it's not really like about the growth of the podcast. I want to give like more people like kind of like things to listen to, things to relate to and stuff like that. Yeah.
Like more exposure.
Yeah, like kind of just like stuff like that, yeah.
Like we make something that we're passionate about and we just want to show it to people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, hopes and goals for it, I guess, like at least mine are like, maybe one day we can kind of like get some like I don't know, kind of change the creator space at some point. Like
yeah
I never want this thing to turn into like anything that covers like creator drama like constantly and stuff like that or anything like that.
No,
but I mean,
there's no need for that.
There's no need for it. Like this ain't gonna become like some sort of Keemstar bullshit. Like fuck that guy and fuck that type of shit. But
Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry. Anyways, there was a brief cut. We had to take care of something real quick, but yeah, going back onto it, like I want this podcast to kind of like eventually shine more into the space of like showing the background of like content creation when it comes into it. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like kind of more so like get some creators like kind of show people like what actually like takes and like takes to go into it and stuff like that. Because I mean,
Yeah, you can see
like
a little more behind the scenes of it.
yeah, like the behind the scenes. Because everyone sees the faces of it, and everyone's always like, "Oh, it's so easy. All you do is sit in front of a monitor." And it's like, no, like creators are
No,
constantly dealing with like marketing, sponsorship. Like they are like running borderline what I would
they're
call
running
like
a
a
small
company.
business. No, it's a business. No,
That
it's a
like
business for sure.
no, it is a business, but like they're literally owning a brand, which is them. Like you guys
Hmm.
are all like
Yeah,
people who don't understand it are always like, "Oh, what do? You sit behind a stream," and it's like, no, they're literally running their own brand. Like that's what they're doing.
yeah. They own their own likeliness or likeness,
Yeah,
however you
that
say
and I mean
that
like
word, and they
yeah, again, it's like they're constantly like looking at like marketing, networking and everything, and it's like I will say for now, like I'm sure the big creators are stressed. I can't say I know like how stressed, but I mean, take it
Oh
from
yeah.
me, I'm a small creator and I am stressed a lot of the time on it. So
Yeah, I couldn't
like,
imagine. Like I know some of my like content creators I watch. They stream so much. Like
yeah,
Kobe, I remember used to stream like I think actually 60 hours a week or more than that.
yeah. Well,
100 hours a week, something like that.
you got to remember because sometimes like not always, but I mean sometimes these big creators are like contract bound to do so. Like Twitch
That is
offers
true. Yeah.
contracts and so do other sponsorships and companies. So it's like they like with every
They have a
contract, it's
certain
like
amount of hours that they have to watch, that they have to stream, or there's a certain amount of subs they have to get in this time. Or I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think it's the
I don't
subs,
think
but
that
it's
would be a
definitely like the
thing.
streams relating to the contract. So it's like if it's a
Yeah.
sponsorship contract, it's like, oh, you have to dedicate this many streams to our game, sort of like this or something like, or this many minutes to our product and shit like that.
Hmm.
Or you like it's like this many social media posts and so on. So it's like they've got to constantly keep up with that. And like contracts with Twitch, it's like basically like you're exclusively on Twitch for a year, 2 years, shit like that. And like you have to keep streaming like only on their platform, sort of thing,
Hmm.
like stuff like that. So
That's
it's
why I
like
think it's crazy. Like when I see people trying to like. By the way, this is bannable offense. Don't do this. People streaming on YouTube and Twitch on the same time. How?
multi-stream, yeah.
How?
It's
No.
not
How?
bannable if you are not an affiliate. So if you were,
uh.
it's not bannable if you aren't an affiliate. If you do earn money from Twitch, either as
Okay.
an affiliate or partner, that is a bannable offense, and you will get banned for it.
Yeah, but at the same time, think about it. If it wasn't, even if it was for like affiliates, how could you keep? I couldn't imagine trying to keep up with all that.
Yeah, with
I
both
really could
especially.
not.
Like, I can do
Whew.
videos and streams just fine. Like, yeah, there's
Doing
stress thrown
two
in there,
streams with
but
two different chats at the same time? No, no, sir. No,
oh yeah, fuck that.
there's
I mean,
no.
I like think about the people who like stream like to more than just the two as well. Like, fucking shit, bro.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like you could really only handle that as a small streamer.
Like originally, I actually looked into this through one of these companies. I don't think it exists anymore. So I
Restream?
won't even name it. Yeah, yeah.
Do
Actually,
they still
yeah.
exist? I know people use them.
Yeah, yeah. So back in the day, when I was back in an MCN back in the day, we actually got a sponsorship by them, which we never used, which was really really stupid of us.
Yeah, like here's a sponsorship.
I
All right, thanks.
man,
Anyways,
I mean, it was literally free money. They were going to pay us for the ads that we had over our streams, as long as we just used multiple platforms at the same time. But it didn't
bruh.
use any more like usage of computer or anything at all. It just sent it to like two different servers. And what I was gonna do is I was gonna do Twitch and D Live. I just never got around to like fully setting it up or doing anything with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
But
when it
yeah,
comes down to it, yeah, like, I guess overall hopes and goals of this thing is just kind of show more background into the creator space and like what it actually like is about being a content creator, and I guess why most creators do what they do. Like, you guys know why we do it. It's like we enjoy it. Like, I personally enjoy like just bringing like smiles to people's faces and like giving people a space where they can be more openly themselves and get away from the real world. And it's like I feel
right.
like it's kind of cool to like for other creators to kind of like express like why they do what they do and like everything when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. But as for growing the
Nothing too
podcast, I
complicated.
guess like it's not an immediate goal of ours to grow this thing to like massive extents. But I mean, I'm branching it out. Like, if you guys want to keep up the podcast a bit more, there's a Twitter and a TikTok at the moment for it. I do announce like upload dates on Twitter. Not really sure what else I'm gonna use it for yet. Um, I'm trying to work on that. I guess I could like I guess kind of like. Hmm?
Not gonna lie, I forgot we had a TikTok. I'm not even following
I
it.
haven't posted anything on it just yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm working on gathering clips. But yeah, so there's a Twitter where I post like upload dates and like uploads and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure what else I'm gonna be using it for yet, but I'll probably figure out to use soon. And then there will be more like behind the scenes content and funny moments from the podcast on the TikTok soon enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys want, follow those, feel free to. It's Hell's newsletter on both TikTok and Twitter, I believe. Or it's one of the two. Sorry, it's either Hell's newsletter, exactly as the name, just no spaces, or it's the Hell's newsletter. Um, you know what? Actually, right on the bottom here, you're gonna see two text handles. Those are the handles.
I was about to say.
Because here's the thing. I don't remember if it's the Hell. Yeah, we have power post editing. If you're on Spotify or anything else at the moment, you won't be able to see it. So I'm gonna give you three names. It's either gonna be Hell's newsletter, no spaces, the Hell's newsletter, no spaces, or Hell's newsletter podcast, no spaces. But for those who are watching the video version, here you go. You guys get the actual one because I can't remember them.
But yeah, no, it's nothing. It's nothing really too complicated with this podcast. We're pretty transparent with what we really want to do here. There's not really much,
But,
like, we like keep from our audience. There isn't really much.
There's no ulterior motives here. You'll never see like staged shit.
No.
I'm gonna call
Unless
out
it's like
a
a
lot
skit.
well, skits
It's a
are
skit for
obvious. Like
something.
we make skits clear. Like I'm gonna call out a lot of YouTubers here real quick. But you ain't ever gonna see like stage shit pretending to be real like you do on most of YouTube. Where it's like, I stayed 24 hours in a Walgreens, and it's like in reality they spent an hour there and just did a bunch of filming.
No, God, no.
Yeah, that or they got permission from the store and just pretended.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, we're never gonna pull shit like that. We're pretty transparent about what we're doing and why we're doing and everything. But
and I feel like this podcast gets the opportunity to know us a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
The person
like,
behind the screen,
Yeah, for sure. That's why we have like this little Q&A segment, which links are on Twitter and in the description below if you're on the video.
Oh yeah, because questions like these are the reason why we do it.
Oh yeah, and I mean, if you want to be a guest as well, if you head on over to the Twitter, like it's both in the descriptions of the YouTube videos, but for the Q&A forms link and the guest forms link, it's the pinned tweet on the Twitter account.
It is.
But yeah, should we rotate into like the other stuff now?
Sure. You want to talk about your trip?
Yeah. So for those who don't know, yesterday actually, I literally just got back last night, but for the weekend I was up in Tahoe with some friends. And I gotta say, this was the sketchiest Airbnb ever.
Nice.
We get there, like, the first day we're in Tahoe, we get there, and on the front door, like, it's windows next to the door, right? But I'd like to say, the bottom right window right next to the door had apparently been broken, and it had two pieces of cardboard, not wood, cardboard, on both sides.
What is this, your lie in April?
Yeah, right? Like, anyone could have kicked through that shit and climbed in the Airbnb in the middle of the night. Like, fuck that shit. There were stains on the couches, one of the bedrooms. We paid a cleaning fee, but it barely looked like they even cleaned the goddamn place. Because, when we came in the master bedroom, there was a cup with a bit of liquid at the bottom and some tissues in it. And just shit like that.
Ew.
Both of the master bedroom closets were full of clothes. I think the owners, literally used that as, a storage area, too. Because two of the closets in the master bedroom had clothes all over them. We opened them by accident, and they were there, and I was just like, what the fuck, man? And the master bedroom bathroom literally looked like a place from, it literally looked like the Psycho movie shower. Same curtain, everything.
God.
Fuck that.
Oh,
Same
that's
curtain,
terrible.
everything.
Fuck
Fuck
that.
that. No, but it got even worse, right? Saturday, the middle, the one day we were there for the full day, because it was a 3-day trip. The one time we were there for the full day, right? I'm a little unsure of this, to be honest, but we went to do e-bikes and stuff, so we did that. But what was like the creepiest thing about it is like I'm unsure on if this is actually what happened or not. So Saturday night, right? It's already dark out. You know, we're all getting ready to go to bed and shit. And I'm just like, fuck it. My back is in so much pain because I slept on the couch the first night because there's only 3 bedrooms. And no one wanted to take the master bedroom because it led right to the back porch. And we were like a bit sketched out because
Nah.
it was glass doors that led out to complete and utter blackness. Fuck that.
No, I'm okay. I'm not
Um,
sleeping in front of that.
so yeah, we slept upstairs. Me and a buddy, and then the other two had the bedrooms that were like fully secure. And then the second night, like I was like, "Fuck this! I need the master bedroom, dude. The couch, my back is hurting." For those who don't know, I have various chronic problems. Like my back was in so much pain. So I go down to the master
Oh yeah.
bedroom, right? And I'd put some of my suitcases and shit down. I'm like, I put that down. I'm like, all right, let's chill. Let me see what I can do around here. I look to my right. I look to my right, right? The glass sliding door is wide open.
Oh no.
Wide
No,
fucking
fuck
open,
that.
and I just see pure
Fuck
blackness. Like
Oh
it's
no.
dark outside, wide fucking open. We had been gone for half the day. And it's been wide open the whole time apparently. So my immediate reaction is I run to the door, slam it shut, lock it. And then I ran out of the master bedroom up the hallway and the whole I just yelled up to everyone in the house. I'm like, everybody check every fucking closet space right now. Everything. I do
Yep.
not care what you're doing. Cause I'm like,
Yep.
someone could have broken in and could still be here. And I'm not going to sleep knowing this shit. So we checked all the stuff, checked the like closets, bathrooms, master bedroom stuff, everything. No one was in the house, we were fine. But here's the kicker, right? We don't know if someone actually broke in or if someone left the door open earlier. Because me and one of my friends were chilling out on the back deck before when we got the call that, like, you know, e-bikes were ready and, like, the group had returned. We could come and get some bikes.
Right.
So I went in first and my friend followed in behind me. But she doesn't remember if she shut the door or not. She thinks she didn't, but we have no way of telling for sure.
Hey, you have no idea.
We have no way of telling for sure. So we have no idea if someone broke into the actual Airbnb or if we just left the door open, which, I mean, could have still led in a break-in. But nothing looked disturbed. Nothing was stolen of ours, as far as we know. I mean, no one had anything missing. So it's like, we assume it's all fine.
Man, that's crazy.
It was the fucking scariest shit ever. I think, like, one of us slept fine, but the other three, we didn't sleep. We slept maybe, like, an hour, like, total that night.
Yeah.
We were so fucking terrified. We like the funny thing, we all literally slept together in the living room. Two of them were on the couch and then I was in a chair. I was in so much pain the next day, but I was not about to like go to sleep in a place that I could die in. Fuck that.
I'm good. It
Yeah.
reminds me of a story when I went to the No, you're good.
Sorry for the brief cut. We're back. Another interruption. You were about to tell a
All
story?
good. Yeah, so it reminds me of that one time that I stayed in a it's just a night, one night's thing, you stay there one night and
Stay there one
leave
night, you
in the
move on.
morning. Yeah. I was this log cabin in Blue Ridge Mountains, I think.
Oh fuck nah.
Georgia. So it was nice, right? And it was nice in there. It wasn't the dirtiest place in the world because I mean the thing is, we weren't looking at it as like, oh, this place is, the cups
It
are
should
dirty
be
and stuff like that.
clean.
It's like it's a log cabin in the middle.
Yeah,
of
like
the
it should
mud.
be clean. Like it's a cabin in the mountains. What do you expect? Like
Yeah, exactly.
all I expect is that when if I'm going to like a cabin like in the mountains, all I expect is that there's like it's not like trashed from the last people who stayed there. That's all I really expect.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So we stayed there. We were outside. It was just me and my mom. We went on a little hike. Went down to the river. Right. Made some food, and then it was time to go to bed. This place only had one bedroom, right? So it's just. I mean, I was 5, so it didn't
Yeah,
really
so that's
matter. It's just me and
fine.
my mom. So I slept with my mom. All right. Well, of course, me being my tiny little brain, tiny little ADHD brain, I woke up at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, what a coincidence. I woke up at 3 in the morning, and I'm like, okay. I wake up, I look around me, and in this bedroom, right? So the way the bedroom is laid out, it's like there's like a nightstand to the left with a single lamp in the room. There's a dresser in front of us, right in front of the bed, and
Yeah.
then there's like a door that connects another bedroom, and that bedroom leads to the outside, right? You can get to the back area out there, right? It's like a locked door. It was a weird cabin layout, but he didn't really question it, right?
Yeah.
So we went to go. I went to go get like water, right? I just need a water because it's middle of the night.
Yeah, middle of the
Can't
night's
really
like
do
fuck
much
that.
else, right? So I go to get the water, and I hear like this wind noise, right, that I hadn't heard before.
Oh
Right?
fuck nah.
Like it's just this wind. There's just like this sudden wind that I'm starting to hear, right? And then I go back to the back bedroom, right?
Yeah.
And I just see this slit of light.
Nah.
This little slit of light behind me, right? And I'm like, where is that coming from?
It's the middle
So
of the night.
there are
There
two
shouldn't be any
bathrooms
light.
in this house. Yeah, right. There are two bathrooms in this house. One next to the kitchen, one in the bedroom, right? On the other side.
It was coming from the bathroom, wasn't it?
Bathroom light was on. I thought that was weird, but I was like, whatever. Just one of us left the light on or anything, right? Okay. Go in there, flip the light off. Cool. Go back to the bed, lay back down. About 5 minutes later, just kind of sitting there, just kind of laying, trying to go back to sleep. I still hear the wind noise. I'm still like confused, right?
Someone broke into the bathroom. Calling it.
No. I go to sleep, right?
Yeah.
We wake up the next morning, right? By the way, I just say this. Me and my mother never touched that back door, right? We didn't want to unlock it. We didn't want to break any of the locks. The locks look like kind of old, so we didn't want to mess with them, right?
Yeah.
Had some rust on them, so we didn't really want to touch it, right? We woke up next morning and we looked and we saw the door, right? Because we were keeping our stuff in there. The door was unlocked in both places. Both the hinge was on, there's like a little hinge. It was open with the chain. Yeah, the chain was unlocked. The thing was open, and the actual lock to the door was unlocked.
Nah.
Needless to say, we didn't ask any more questions, and we proceeded to leave. Pretty much
Immediately.
right after that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be sticking around.
We pretty much. We had no idea. I have no idea. I never saw anything else that night. Nothing else strange happened. I don't know what's going on with the bathroom. I don't know.
Yeah, I fuck that. No
Strange
thanks.
Fuck that. Tiny little side note. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the little particles on in this map.
Yeah.
The ambient particles remind me of spirit orbs from
Baz.
Phasmophobia.
Yep, sounds about right. I don't even know if you can see them on the camera going by, but they're like these like tiny white like snow dot things that are going around.
Yeah, it's like little ambient things, but it just
Yeah.
reminds me of it.
That's fair.
But yeah, I have no idea to this day. I have no idea.
Yeah, fuck that.
There's no real explanation for it. It's just the door was locked and now it's not.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll say this right now. Judge me all you want for anyone watching, but as an ambient believer in things such as Wendigos, ghosts, and like shit like that, fuck no. Like the moment I get sketched out in like a wooded cabin, absolutely not. I'm out. Peace. Fuck you.
Ooh, that'll be a good episode. We'll have a supernatural podcast.
Halloween episode.
That'll be a good episode.
Halloween episode, October 31st.
I have a
Halloween episode, October 31st. That's when it goes up.
Ooh, that would work. I got some good ghost stories.
I do too.
I've had a lot of what I believe to be paranormal experiences.
Yeah, I'm 100% fucking down, dude.
The thing is, right? I can't prove to anyone that ghosts are real, right? Because it's based on what my experience is, right? What I hear, what I've seen, what I've felt.
That can be said about anything, kind of like
But I
supernatural.
can first tell you, they're real to me.
Yeah, like that can be said about anything, though. It's like the same thing as like believing in a god. Like you can't prove they're real, you can still believe in them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'll tell you this right now. Like, only reason I believe in Wendigos and shit like that is because I may have actually had like a minor experience with one.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I do.
We'll,
I'll tell the story
we'll
in
keep
depth.
this.
Yeah, I'll tell the
We'll keep
story in
this
depth in
story for.
October.
Yeah.
I'll tell the story in depth in October. Basically, the gist of it was just I went. There's like a family camp up in the mountains that you can go if you live in San Francisco. Walking back one night, I'm alone. Like it's pretty dark out. You know, sun's down, and something like runs by at the speed of fucking sound.
Jesus.
No.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah. Needless to say, I booked it to
I'll
the
pass.
cabin.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'm
Yeah.
good.
But yeah. And then I mean, I'm also going on another trip later this week to the trip things. On
Oh, yeah?
Wednesday, I'm headed down. This episode will actually be going up while I'm actually out on the hike. Because I believe the 15th is Thursday. But yeah, I'm going to. For those who don't, who saw
15th?
the, yeah. Oh no, the
Wait, what do you
30th.
mean the
Anyways, sorry, I'm dumb. The end of March, March 30th, on Thursday. This
There you
was
go.
like this will be going up when I'm on the hike actually. But for those who remember from the January 15th episode, Anna, I'm actually going to meet her for the first time.
There you go.
Yeah, I've been.
Let's
She was
get
one of
it.
my first internet friends as well, back from like 2015, 2016 era. So after like
Wow.
what six years? Yeah, actually 6 years. We're finally meeting up for the first time.
Yeah. True story. I've never actually met up with a real internet friend before. I have once actually. I have once, but that's it.
Yeah,
Never met
it's
up.
it's fucking
Uh,
surreal.
And yeah, and the funny thing is, it's like it was very weird. It was very strange. It was very strange because the way mine happened was so just out of the blue. So to give you the
Is
basis
this the
of
basketball
story,
game?
I think the football game.
Oh, the football game. Yeah.
Random football. Yeah.
Yeah, you've told me this story. I fucking love it.
Oh yeah. So randomly, I'm at this. I'm at a football game. I'm at an NFL game, a preseason game. Right. It's between. All I'm gonna say, it is between. At the time, two nobody teams. Like, no one's going to this preseason game. All right.
No one
Unless
fucking
it's
knows
their
them.
moms. Unless it's their players' mothers and they're like undrafted, right?
No one
No
knows
one's
who the
going to
fuck
this
they are.
goddamn game. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sitting in like the nosebleed section. I go down to like the concession stand, right? And I'm texting one of my friends. We'll call him Dante,
Alfred.
right? And Alfred.
I watched The Dark Knight the other day. Don't judge me.
Every time, no. See, the thing is, it skewed my view. I'm not going off of a tangent here. I'm just been putting this. Every time I think of Alfred, I just, because of Eminem's album, the 2020 album. Of
Fair.
all I think of it is just that the
Fair.
monologue, music to be murdered by. But anyways, so I'm like randomly texting him, and I was like, yeah, I'm just at a football game. I'll be home in a bit if you want to play Black Ops 2. Yeah, that'll date the story.
That'll
that you
date
heard
this,
me.
yeah.
Black Ops 2.
Yeah, that'll date this. This is years old.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm at a football game too." I was like, "Oh yeah, which one?" And he's like, and he just states the exact
X
game
and X
I'm at.
teams.
I'm like, wait. Wait, what? He's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Wait, where are you right now?" And he's like, I'm in the concession stand." I was like, "You're not gonna believe me when I say this? I'm standing probably 90 feet from you." And I literally just start looking around, I find him. I just see him.
You're not gonna believe this,
Standing
but I
in the
might
crowd.
be standing like 90 feet from you. Like, here's the thing. Like, that is, like, those types of stories and shit are stuff that I love. Like, love to death is stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, just random, like, acts of, like random things like that, and just, like, just all of it. It's fucking hilarious, and it's fucking great and wholesome, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it was so awkward, like meeting him for the first time. 'Cause it was like so unexpected.
Because it
I was
wasn't
like, oh,
planned. He's just
you're
like,
real. You're a real person. That's interesting.
no, I gotta say, for sure. Like, it's definitely unreal when you meet an internet friend for the first time, like, IRL. Is because, like, all you've ever seen is, like, all you've ever like heard is their voice, and like you've seen photos of them, and they've turned their video on sometimes and calls and stuff. But it's like, other than that, you have literally never seen them out and about.
Exactly.
So it's like, like running into them from like at a like going to see them at a coffee shop or something. It's just like, you're an actual fucking human. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You are
It's
not
like
a
running
voice.
into like a YouTuber or like a celebrity.
Yeah,
It's the
just like
same
seeing them out and
concept.
about. Which is one
Yeah.
thing I gotta say, if I ever blow up, or this podcast ever blows up, what terrifies me is the fact that, I might be looking like shit in sweats one day running down to like a fucking corner store just because I need like something.
Dude, I don't want to hear it from you, all right?
Why?
You have seen my bedhead before, all right?
Yes, but here's the
I
thing.
do not care when I walk in public, all right?
Yes.
I will walk around looking like Sonic the Hedgehog. I do not need someone that actually knows me to see me like that, all right?
Yeah, no, I agree to that. I agree to that. Like, here's the thing. I agree to that 100%. But, like, I would probably be so fucking, like just, like, out of it. I would rather not have, like, someone run up to me out of nowhere. Some guy who's, like, in fucking, like, sweats, looks like they just woken up, hasn't even showered yet. Just, like,
Yep.
fucking messy hair, everything. And I'm just like, and they just run up to me, like, hey, yo, I know you from, like, Twitch. And I'm like, shit.
Hi.
It's like, hey, sorry,
just-
it's like 9 in the morning. I woke up like 15 fucking minutes ago, threw on some clothes, and went to get some headache pills. Hi.
How you
Like,
doing? Could you speak a little lower, please?
yeah. I swear to God, like, if that ever happens, I'm straight up just gonna be like, what's your fucking Instagram handle? Or something like that. I'll just be like, what's your fucking social media handle? Can I text you back in like 2 hours? And we can like meet for coffee somewhere and and then you can grab a photo when I don't look like shit, please. Like I would rather just like message them like 2 hours after I've had a chance to like get some morning caffeine and everything, and just be like, all right, now I'm good to actually have like a
now
conversation.
I'm ready for the day.
Yeah,
Yep.
like I don't know if I've told the story on the podcast I think before the one time I got recognized. Was in an Apex match, and I was skydiving down, and it was just the dude was like, "Is that the real Slayer versus Gaming back when that was my name over everything?" And he was like, and I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Dude, I watched your Outlast series on YouTube. It was nice." And I'm like, "Thanks."
What?
And then
How
no
about
one
that?
said a
Hey,
word.
hey.
I started the word. I was like, I mean, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I started a bunch, and then no one said a goddamn word for the rest of the game until we died.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to say either.
Like
I
that's
would have
something
no
that
idea.
astonishes me. It's like that's something that astonishes me so much is like the idea of someone just spotting me in public should I ever actually become like a big creator and just being like, "Oh my god, dude. I fucking love your shit," or like, "You changed my life," and shit like that. I'm just like, I'm just a dude.
Bro.
What the fuck?
Bro, I'm just a dude, bro.
Yeah, right, like yeah, it's like it comes to mind like that's what probably every creator and celebrity kind of thinks as well when it happens.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah.
it's astonishing to think because we are not them, so we have no idea what it actually feels like. But if it ever happens to me, I'm just gonna be like, okay,
Yeah, you know.
I'm a dude who was born in Reno. Like I ain't special. I'm just the fuck.
Yeah, no, it's something. It'll be something if it does happen, and it would be something to be not necessarily anticipating, but it'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dog?
Dog's freaking out.
I'm sorry, my dog is barking. Dog, I will eat you. All right, hey, don't backtalk me.
Sorry, had a weird glitch out of VR there. But yeah, I mean,
Sorry, just
it's all
having a
good. We've still got like
conversation there.
15 more minutes. Just
Yeah.
want to check. But yeah.
Let's see. We could talk about I actually I have a story. I haven't been on any trips lately, but I got a pet story. I can tell you
Bet.
that happened with this new dog actually. Dog. I'm gonna put a warning over this story. It's gross. It's real gross. Real gross.
Are we talking like
So
gore gross or?
no, not gore gross, just disgusting. You'll see.
Oh, lovely.
It's gross. So my dog, my dad's out of town. He went on a trip somewhere, so it's just me here, taking care of the dog while he's gone. And I came home one day, right? I think I just went to the store. I came home, and my bathroom door was open. And I usually don't leave it open. I'm like, okay. And then my dog starts barking at me like a lot. I'm like, what is your problem? What is your issue? He's still adjusting to this house, so I'm just thinking it's normal.
Yeah.
Right. So I let him bark it out, rah, rah, rah. And then he starts yelping. And I'm like, dude, what's your problem? And I just go outside
You
and
having
I
a
just
stroke?
see this man. I just see this man clenched right now. Clenched, trying to shit something out. I'm like, are you okay? I walk over to him. This man actually has a piece of dental floss hanging out of his ass. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Please don't tell me you just ate floss. Please don't tell me.
No.
By the way, I looked it up. I was like, okay, well, what do I do? And they're like, well, you got to get it out. It can't be stuck in them. So I got some gloves.
Do you even know this dude or no?
No, this is my dog. No, this is my dog.
Oh, your dog.
Yeah, my dog.
I thought you said
No,
dude at some
you
point.
thought this is a person?
I thought you said dude. I thought you said dude at some point. I was like, what the fuck?
No, bro, I'm not pulling a fucking.
That's why I was.
That's someone's asshole.
That's why I was so confused. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, Rand? I was like, what do you mean, dude?
No, but so yeah, I just pull a glove, look away, hold him down. He did not like it. Let me tell you, I pretty much had to grab and run. And when I tell you that this string that I pulled out of this tiny, let me just explain to you. This animal is the size of, like, take a bulldog, right? The size of a bulldog, except like the general size, not like talking like the arm strength or anything, but like general size of a bulldog, the face of a pit bull, but the body of a border collie.
Oh, hell nah.
But also the hair of a pit. Yeah. Like, he's a tiny ass dog. I pulled a 10-foot string out of this fucking dog's ass.
Damn. Dog must have not. That
Man.
dog did not like that shit.
Man, what is he feeling better after it though? He was so much better. He went right to sleep.
Yeah,
He laid right the fuck down.
I don't think anything would be like being conscious, getting string pulled out of their asshole.
I'm good. But no,
That's what I like, because like we as humans will not eat anything that we know is gonna make us sick, but dogs and other animals, no fucking clue. They're just like, hey, this smells good. Numb. Okay,
well, we're at least smarter about it.
We're smarter.
They can't really make too much conscious choice. So
yeah, we're smarter about it. Like, will we sometimes do it? Yes, but at least we're not gonna like.
We will not eat inanimate objects completely on purpose.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna look at a fucking cactus and be like, "Huh, this smells good," and then like.
Hey, cactuses is pretty good actually. The inside of cactuses, I forget which one I.
I'm referring to just like spotting a house plant.
Oh yeah.
Like
just going outside in the fucking
if
desert.
If it's prepped and shit, like the spikes are taken out and shit and all that, like then yeah.
Yeah.
But like I'm like referring to like I'm not just gonna like walk into someone's house, spot like a fucking flower plant and just be like, hey, do you mind? No, not at all, and then just fucking down a flower. Like no.
You know what? Just because I've said this, I'm gonna the first time I see you, I have like a little cactus. His name is Joey. Sits in my window. I'll bring him just so you can take a bite at it.
Listen, I'm not eating the non-binary cactus from last episode.
Good times. But yeah, what's a crazy pet story? What's
mine?
story that you got? I know you got one. I know you got one.
Well, I will. I wouldn't say this is like so much crazy, more as it is just surprising. So golden retriever, right? Uh, the unfortunately he passed last September, so rest in peace. But
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
No.
remember.
Yeah. So keep in mind this is like an ex show dog, right? We adopted him when he was 3, and it's like an ex show dog. So he never ran. He always trotted. Always kind of like kept that show dog type of thing with him, and he's like 120 pounds, mind you, right? This dog
big boy.
never learned his fucking size, let me tell you. So there's 2 instances of this, right? One day I'm coming home from school, all right? I open the door, I shut it, and then I just hear like thumping on the ground. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn around, 120-pound ball of fluff slams into me. And I'm not talking like, you know, I'm not talking like, you know, running into me. I'm talking this dog was midair. Mid fucking air, 120-pound ball of fluff.
This man trust falled you. Just
literally. Like 120-pound ball of fluff in air slams into me and knocks me to the floor. Like, keep in mind, didn't land on his paws either. The dog crushed me. Like, I got the wind knocked out of me and everything. I was in so much pain. It was fucking great. And then there was another time where the dog still doesn't know his own size. I hadn't just gotten home, thankfully, but, you know, I was in the hallway, same place where it happened, where the first one happened. This dog just comes bolting down the hallway because he hears the fridge get opened. Fat motherfucker. But yeah, he runs straight through me.
Oh, God.
And what I mean by that is, like, he took out my knees and flipped me. So I rolled over his back and slammed into the floor. Like, not any type of just, oh, you know, I got knocked. Like, I'm talking like straight up, I got backflipped by a dog.
Yep. Oh my God.
And keep in mind, this dog wasn't like, oh, are you okay? No, ran straight to the fridge.
Yeah, it didn't.
It was the dog's normally like like Stanley used to be very kind and everything. Like he's a great dog. Like, he used to be very kind, you know, like, if you accidentally did something, he'd always kind of, like, you know, check on you, make sure you're all right. But, like, not when there's food involved. If there's food involved, you're casualty number 1. Get fucked.
Exactly.
Like, this is, like, the same dog that would jump up on counters and shit. And, like, I will tell you, like, here's the thing. If you're, like, eating dinner at a table or some shit, this dog would have been like, hey, yo. The moment all of you look away or get distracted by something, no, like, he's smart. He was intelligent. Like, the moment everyone got distracted by something else, this dog would jump and take your food. Oh. If you were watching it, he wouldn't dare try it. The moment you all look away, up on the table.
Yep.
He also knew how to open back doors, so like sliding doors, which was really creepy.
Oh, no.
Like, I'm telling you, this dog, if you left the door unlocked, he wouldn't even like wait and ask to go to the bathroom. He'd walk up, shove his nose into the handle, and push it open.
And just push it open. Wow.
Yep, and then we could close it behind him, and he would do the same shit when he came up.
That's funny.
He reminds me of my a weird fucking animal.
It reminds me of my cat that I used to have. His name is Alex.
We actually refer to him as a cat.
Yeah.
He used to clean himself, same way cats do.
I refer to this as my cat dog, all right? Because this motherfucker was a crackhead. And he was a Maine Coon, all right?
So why did we both have, like, cat dogs? What the fuck? Like,
I want you to know that this cat was as tall as I was if he was standing on his high legs. This was a 45-pound cat. This was a big,
sorry, wait,
big
tall as you are, like, now, or?
No, not now.
Okay.
No. But that tall as when I was then. This was a childhood cat.
Okay, so you were probably, like, 3.5 feet, maybe 4?
No.
Smaller?
4 feet.
4 feet.
Probably. Yeah, 4 feet.
So, yeah.
Big ass cat. He did not know his own size because I would walk out of my room sometimes and, like, just because he thinks he's fine, I would hear him, like, doing laps, right? Literally called the Alex 500. Him doing laps around the house because we always used to have carpets.
Yeah, crackhead mode. Crackhead mode, yeah.
I walked out just to see what he was doing one time. And this man, full sprint, arms wide open, jumps onto me and latches onto me.
No.
Like, full body hugs me.
Wait, like, was it like claws?
And just climbs me. Yeah,
Oh.
not with his claws.
Oh,
He just
okay.
needed his claws to get into my shirt so he could
Okay.
stay on me. That was about it, and just tackles me, just
Okay.
obliterates me,
At least it
and
was
takes
like,
off.
yeah, at least it was like non-claws, because I've been climbed like recently by a cat with
Oh,
claws
so have
out.
I.
That hurt
Yeah,
like
it
a
hurts.
bitch.
Yeah, it
Like,
hurts. No, he had claws too. Trust me. I don't think I still have any scars from him today, but oh, he
yeah,
left some marks. That's for sure.
yeah, I didn't have any marks, but like, I had literally like just woken up, walked out of a room, like, and this isn't my
Mhm.
house. We don't own cats, but cat grabs my back left ankle, climbs up all the way
Ooh.
my back, and keep in mind, I do have clothes on, so it wasn't as bad. The cat goes up to my neck. So
Yeah.
no clothes on the back of my neck, and just
Yeah. Ouchie.
ah,
Yeah.
that was not good.
No, I couldn't imagine so. But
I
yeah.
love cats,
No,
but they
that's a
fucking
weird.
hurt.
I love cats. I'd buy a cat right now if my dad wasn't quote unquote allergic to them.
Yeah,
Oh,
I gotta
oh.
say, like, cats and dogs. Well, they're like, while they're cool, it's like at the same time, dogs generally do not know their own size, and
Nope.
cats do not know what they're
Don't
like.
care.
Yeah, they don't care.
No,
Like
they just don't care.
some
They just
care,
don't care.
some care. It's rare, but like, yeah.
It's all right.
But yeah, we used to call Stanley a cat dog because he used to clean himself like cats do. Like, we
Yeah.
gave him baths and shit,
Yeah.
but 90% of the time, if he was laying down, you just see him licking his paws.
Oh yeah.
Really fucking weird. And then he'd, have a hairball later.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, no, I'm
It's
not
all part
kidding.
of the fun.
100%.
Yeah. All
Like,
part of
this
the
dog
fun.
would walk out, this dog would walk out, and at random, you just hear, ha! Like, something like that, and we're just like, what
Yep.
the fuck, man? We're just like, what the fuck? Like, we bathe you. We literally wash you. What the fuck? Are you okay?
Yeah, like. Well, guess that pretty much wraps it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess that's really all we got
That's
for
a nice
today.
ending to it.
Oh, yeah. Although, yeah. Either way, we will be seeing you guys on April 15th with another guest. If you would like to be that guest, I did end up accidentally resetting that application list, so feel free to send another one in.
Yeah, if you have already, go ahead and send another one because like you said, he reset it. So
I
you're
did
not
reset
no
it by
longer
accident.
on the list.
I'm completely claiming responsibility. It was my fault. I cleared the wrong one. Which is once a month I always
Okay.
clear the questionnaire list, so we don't repeat questions. But yeah, I cleared the wrong one by mistake. So yeah, if you have someone
Okay.
already, feel free to send one in. If you want to be a repeat guest, you can also send one in, but you are going to be going on low priority. Before like the new ones, I will say that.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that's all. Don't forget to follow the Hell's Newsletter socials. You saw what they were earlier, because I still don't know. But it's Twitter and TikTok. There may be some other ones soon, but I just don't know if I want to open up other ones. We could do a Discord for this if it ever gets popular enough too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Let us know in the YouTube comments if you guys want to see a Discord for it at some point. But yeah, overall, I mean, I guess this is it. Don't forget to follow social medias. Check out our respective channels, which are also in the YouTube description. And if you're on Spotify or anything else, it's This Is Oof with the 0 as the first O, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then the LuciKOH on pretty much everything. Yeah, you got anything else?
No, that's about it. I think that wraps it up perfectly.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you all in about 15 days. Peace out, everyone.
See ya.